Good evening, friends. We are pleased to welcome you all for the fourth day of our faculty development program on AI, language, and pedagogy. Hope the faculty development program has been enriching us with all the tactical insights and critical perspectives for artificial intelligence. At the outset, we are very much delighted to welcome our guest speaker today, Ms. Suhana Sattar, Assistant Professor of English, Government Arts and Science College, Tavanur, Kerala. Ms. Sattar is a dedicated academician and educator, bringing a strong foundation in English literature, pedagogy, and inclusive education practices. Her extensive teaching background includes 8 years as a postgraduate teacher in English at Kendra Vidyalaya, where her valuable contributions to Class 12 academics were recognized with the prestigious Golden Certificate for 3 consecutive years. This unique blend of school and college level experience ensures her sessions not only relevant but also highly practice oriented. Ms. Sattar's broad academic interests are truly cutting edge, covering areas such as contemporary literary theory and pedagogy, posthumanism, climate fiction, AI in education and inclusive classroom practices, disability studies, and language in media and policy discourses. Her teaching philosophy emphasizes creating learning environments where every student can thrive, focusing on inclusivity, engagement, and adaptability. Let's all get ready to engage hands-on sessions from Mr. Hinasata. The session is forum is yours now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just share my PPT. Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining this session on empowering every learner, AI, and the future of inclusive education. I'm Suhana Sattar, and today we will be exploring how AI can help us make higher education more flexible, inclusive, and responsive to diverse learners. And see, at the heart of this session is a very simple idea that technology, if used thoughtfully, can help us break barriers and would enable us respect the different rhythms or different pace at which our students learn. So, before going into my presentation as such, I just want to know your take on the word inclusive education. Can all of you please join this? You can join this word cloud by scanning the QR code which is given there. Am I audible enough?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You may please scan the QR code using the Google bar. You can just open the Google bar. And the right side, there will be a lens using which you can scan this QR code. Or otherwise, you can go to slido.com and using the number given there, the code given there, you can join this poll. And please scribble down the first word that comes to your mind when you hear the words inclusive education. Anyone? Already one word is there, which is flexibility. I would really appreciate if more people are participating in it. What do you mean by inclusive education? Your participation would really be appreciated. You have to write simply one word. Very good. Liberal, catering to diverse learning needs. Very good. Anything else? Yes. Differentiated instruction. Exactly. Yeah. Opportunity. Yes. This is what we are going to learn today. How we can cater to diversity. How we can ensure flexibility. How can we come up with differentiated instruction for different kind of learners. This is all about inclusive education. Okay, now my session is actually divided into, not exactly divided, but still we can move through the session in this way. First, we will revisit what inclusive education really means. Then we will look at some AI tools and some how it can be practically applied. Then we are going to examine the impact of AI on personalization and accessibility. And after that, we will consider the challenges and ethics related to the use of AI. And finally, we will reflect on the evolving role of the teacher in the age of AI. And throughout the session, we will connect to the idea of crib time. Anybody aware of this term, crib time? Anyone? It is a very useful and very relevant term when it comes to disability studies. I'll explain it in the coming slides. But anyway, throughout this session, we will connect to the idea of crib time, which asks us to rethink the rigid and rigorous schedules that we set for our students and make learning timelines more flexible. Because as we all know, our students, the students who are sitting before us, they're coming from different background, they're coming from different culture. Some people will be able enough to accommodate themselves with the pace that we set for them, but some people will be disabled. So how can we take into consideration their needs? So this is what crib time in a nutshell means. Okay, now let's discuss about inclusive education. As some of you said, it means diversity, differentiated instruction. Obviously, it's right. And inclusive education, it does not simply mean that a disabled person has physical access to classroom. That doesn't mean that we are including the person. A child who is disabled or a student who is in need of who is in special need, the sitting before you, that doesn't mean that he's included in the classroom. It means that every learner, regardless of their disability, background, their learning style, everybody is getting equal access to opportunities and resources. That is called inclusive education. As we all know, there is a lot of challenge which is there in traditional education system, because traditional system often assume a one size fit approach. We make lesson plan in such a way that we have taken it for granted that all the students who are sitting in front of us have equal capacity. So this is called one size fit approach. So let me just pause for a moment and ask you a question. Do you have any special need student in your classroom? Do you have? If yes, have you ever gone the extra mile to ensure that they are accommodated? Can anyone please speak up? Have you done anything special for a child in your classroom who is disabled or differently abled, or who is in need of special attention? We can be. Yes, yes, please, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Like
Uh,
I used to help the visually challenged students in my class this way. Like I would be writing a lot of the things on the board. They won't be able to see that. So I used to record whatever I teach and whatever I write on the board and post it to them in their personal WhatsApp number so that it will be helpful to them.
Very good, ma'am. That
Thank
is
you, ma'am.
really a kind gesture from your side. Uh,
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm really sorry. Some intervention will be there from my son's side, who is very small. I'm really
Okay,
sorry for
ma'am.
that. Yeah, just a minute.
No issues.
Just take him inside. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah. So, yes. Uh, but AI would really help us in ensuring this accommodation. Using AI, we can make sure that each and every child is included in our classroom. They are getting equal opportunity, they are learning everything at their own pace. So, AI's role in education is really, really appreciated. And AI support learners in three different ways. So one is AI would help the learner personalize their learning. Personalized learning in the sense they can adapt content according to their pace. Then second one, AI would definitely assist a disabled person to break the barriers because I'll be giving you hands-on training on a few AI tools like screen readers, speech to text apps, which would definitely help the disabled or differently abled people to be accommodated in classrooms. And the third one, and which I consider very, very important, is AI would foster independence among disabled people. That means they don't have to depend on the teachers or the peers for taking extra, they don't have to make them take extra effort for them because AI would be there to assist them in each and every step. That doesn't mean that AI will replace the teacher. No, that can never happen, but it amplifies what is possible. It augments what is possible for a teacher. Now, see, our classroom is truly an amalgam of diversity. There will be different kinds of students attending our class. Like there will be some students who are having visual impairment, hearing loss, then dyslexia, ADHD, then mobility challenge, etc. I think you are familiar with these terms. Dyslexia, you may be knowing it's a learning disability and not a disease, actually. It's a neurological disability. For example, in the movie, you may have watched the movie Tare Zameen Par. There is one,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
yes, main character, Ishan Avasti. Yeah, he suffers from dyslexia. These people have this
Tare
problem.
Pillai Zamindar.
Yes, ma'am.
It is Tare Pillai Zamindar.
Yes,
No, Tare
Tare
Zameen
Zameen.
The
Par.
film name. Yeah.
Zameen Par.
Yes,
Tare
yes, Tare
Zameen.
Zameen Par actually. Actually, its
Yes.
spiritual sequence is also there. Now the new one is also there, where also they are focusing more on this neurodivergent students. Okay, anyway, the problem with this dyslexic students is that they won't be able to process the spoken or written words. Then another one is, I think, ADHD, which at least a few of you may be knowing. It is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's a kind of disorder where the person will be lacking this uh, ability to focus on things, or they will be sometimes they will be hyperactive, they will be very impulsive. Okay, so students having these issues or these problems will be sitting in front of us. So we cannot come up with the traditional learning method in order to include them. So as it is projected there, the greatest challenge to inclusivity is often the lack of awareness and tools to address varied needs. because sometimes we are unaware of the tools with which we can make this inclusion proper, with which we can ensure inclusion. And at this moment, I just want to know one thing. For that, I need, yeah, just a moment. Because for the last 2-3 days, you have been learning this AI tools. I know. So at least you will be familiar, by now you're familiar with a few AI tools. So my question is, have you ever used an AI tool in your teaching or learning? So there are 3 options. Yes, frequently. Then yes, occasionally. Third one, no, not yet. Can you please poll? For this, you can join at menti.com. Otherwise, you can use this code. Sorry, there's no other option. You have to use the code. You can be very honest. Just want to know how many of you are integrating AI in your daily teaching in order to enhance the efficacy of your classroom. Okay, fine. Um, can you please use menti.com? These are some tools which I'm introducing now so that you can use these tools in your classrooms as well, in order to conduct some poll or in order to conduct some quiz. Okay, or you can even go for word cloud. So I think if you like, oh yes, frequently, very good. Yes. I would like to request others also to please try to join this. Because since it is a lecture on, since it is a session on AI, that would be really appreciated if you are using it. This is a kind of hands-on experience. Yes, 2 teachers have said yes frequently. Very good. And could you please name the tools which you are using in your classrooms? That you can type in the chat box. Occasionally, fine. What about others? Just take the Google bar and type menti.com. Okay, then you will be redirected to a page where you can use the code. I think the code is visible here. Yeah, this is a code 37188210. You can use this code to join this poll. Only 3 teachers have done so far. Could you please try it? This is actually a very good site, menti.com. 2 of you, very good. Only 4. I'm a bit disappointed. Okay, don't worry. So after this lecture, at least you should start, yes, you should start using AI, because AI is, very cost effective. It is really, a great aid to us. All this administrative task, all this, monotonous lesson planning things, all these things can be given to AI, and we can focus more and more on mentoring our students. The teacher-student relation, the teacher-student understanding would increase. Because always teachers would be complaining about they're not getting time, all this administrative and all this boring task would be assigned to teachers. We are always busy with assignments, assessments. For each of these things, you have got separate AI tools that we will be discussing tomorrow. Today we are particularly we are focusing on AI tools which would help us include the disabled students and disabled teachers as well. Okay. Yes. Now, as we know, this AI offers innovative solutions to bridge the gaps, creating tailored support for every learner. But there are certain challenges. As I told you, using AI would not be that easy for at least a few teachers because there will be some hindrance. Now, I just want to know which are the barriers in traditional learning when it comes to your teaching methodology, your teaching style, or your college or infrastructure. What do you see as the biggest barrier to inclusive education? This you can sign in using the QR code which is given there. As I told you, these are all hands-on training, and through this poll and word art, you will be learning the AI tools. So please do it. Is it lack of resources, or whether you are not properly trained, or there is lack of technology or lack of access to technology, or is it because of your lack of knowledge or understanding about the tools? Please do it. Technology access. Yes. Anyone else? So you have no access to technology. Awareness and understanding. Yes, yes, yes. That is the second problem. Just a minute. Awareness and understanding. Yes, that is why we are attending this FDP on AI tools. After once this session is over, you will be really well equipped with the AI tools, which would definitely improve your classroom teaching. Yeah, it is not about technology access, but it is more about awareness and understanding. Yes. Yes, very good, because it is very honest, Paul, because it is not about lack of resources, because there are n number of resources available. And it is lack of awareness and understanding, which we are going to solve after this FTP. Okay. So now, I would like to highlight the Kerala initiative, which is well appreciated because in Kerala, there is something called the KITE. KITE means Kerala Infrastructure and Technology for Education. This is actually a government-owned entity for Kerala students, which tries to modernize education sector using ICT. And this KITE brings out audiobooks and sign language adapted classrooms for visually impaired students, for for disabled and differently abled students. And definitely this initiative is worth its weight in gold, and it is well appreciated. It was a sensational news, and I think in each and every state such um, steps are being taken by government authorities in order to ensure inclusion. Now, how this AI tools empower students with disabilities? These are some of the AI tools which you should try to apply in your classrooms. And for visually impaired students, we can use NVDA. NVDA means non-visual desktop access. And then there is Orca and JOS. All these are AI assisted screen readers. If you install this app in your desktop, or it is mobile friendly as well, if you install it in your mobile, all the things which are coming in your mobile will be easily read out to you, and it would become easy for you. And then speech to text tools. Google Docs voice typing and Otter AI. It will convert your speech to text. And another one is there called transcript, which if you are using as an extension, you can convert the speech to text. Especially you can use it in Teams meetings, Google Meet, or if you are attending a meeting in Google Meet or Teams or any other platform, whatever the speaker is trying to convey to you will be converted to text using this tool. Then, of course, Microsoft Immersive Reader, the Natural Reader, Beeline Reader, all these are text-to-speech tools. One or two tools we will be trying out after some time. Then speechtext.ai. These are the tools which we use for visually impaired students and students having hearing disabilities. Then there are a few AI tools which not only this disabled people, but everybody can use it. They are Grammarly, then Microsoft Immersive Reader, as I told you earlier, then Be My Eyes, then Speechify and Quizlet. I'll share this PPT with ma'am so that you can access it afterwards. Yeah. Now, what are the benefits of this AI for diverse learners? As I already told you, it helps to personalize the content. There are platforms like Duolingo which adapt the content, and each speaker or each learner can go with their own pace. It is called self-paced. Another app is there like Coursera. There also the content is self-paced. For example, in just like in Swayam portal, there will be lessons which are self-paced. We can learn it as per our ability. There is no specific time schedule. In Swayam it is there, but in Coursera there is no specific time schedule. And the children would not be penalized for submitting their assignments late. Okay. So then, as I told you, it promotes independence. We don't have to be independent on other humans. AI would do everything for you. Then real-time support. This is very important. There are certain tools like Otter.ai, which provide instant captioning. For example, if you are using this Otter AI extension, while you are attending a lecture, an FDP in Teams, real-time captioning would be there. As I told you, what the speaker is trying to convey to you will be clearly, it will be converted to a text. Okay. Then another very, very important concept is all these AI tools would enable us to respect script time. The script time, it is a very important concept in disability studies, and it is coined by Alison Kafer. Those who are interested in disability studies can Google it. You can explore this concept. This is not a much explored area actually. So Alison Kafer coined this term in the year 2013 in her book, Feminist Cure Crip. Actually, by this term, crip time, she means the different ways in which the disabled and chronically ill people experience time. Because, time is linear. And usually we conceive time, we conceive success in terms of the normative people, in terms of people who are normal. See, the term normal is, I know it is politically incorrect. There is nothing called normal or abnormal. But in order to make you understand the concept, I'm using the term, or we can say the ableist concept. An able person would be capable to do something within an hour, but a disabled person would take maybe hours and hours to complete the particular task. That doesn't mean that the disabled person is a failure. There comes the importance of the term crip time. That means everybody has the right to do their things in their own pace. So there is no need of a fixed schedule. There is no need of a rigorous time. Since we have to accommodate the diverse learners, we have to respect crib time. At least after this FTP, you should be aware of the students who are sitting in front of you, who actually need our assistance, who actually need extra time. Okay, physically they will be present in our class, but whether they are getting equal opportunity, whether they are able to comprehend what we are speaking, whether they are able to come up with their own success, all these matter. Now, there are some case studies and success stories like a blind, just a minute, sorry, a blind student using the app Seeing AI. He or she can read the lab instruments. That means um, if a student is able to install the app in her mobile phone or otherwise on the desktop, she will be able to identify the things around her. She will be able to identify the instructions which are given there. Okay, and a dyslexic student can learn using Beeline Reader app. See, actually, I don't remember the names of all these apps, so I'm keeping a ready reckoner with me, and I'm just reading out some points. So, and hearing impaired students, they can use the Otter.ai app. And there are certain apps for autistic students as well. Let me just read out the names. Spoken AAC is an app which autistic students can use. There is another app called Avaz AAC. Okay. And this autism comes under this neurodiverse learners. So this AI provides predictive learning aids and helps them recognize the social cues, assisting with their communication and social interaction. And as I told you, for dyslexic students, so many different apps, AI apps are available, like Lexia Learning. Then Emotion AI is there for mentally disabled students. They can, in order to develop their mental well-being, um, in order to support them emotionally, there are certain apps. Okay, so that means we are living in a world where technology is very, very much developed. And the only thing is we should have a knowledge of how to use them. Now, this already we have discussed this personalization through AI. That means there are adaptive assessments possible. Each child will be assessed not as per the set standards, but as per the student performance, their pace of learning. We cannot assess a visually impaired students at par with a child who has normal vision. So there will be different assessment tools. That will not be possible in a traditional classroom. A teacher will fall short of it when it comes to assessment. But AI would definitely assist you when it comes to assessment of this differently able students. Then, tailored feedback. This is another feature of AI where AI provides instant, specific feedback and personalized recommendation for improvement. Immediately, a student will get the feedback. When it comes to the traditional classroom, it will take time. Maybe it will take a week or a month for a teacher to personally go to each student and provide them with feedbacks. But in AI, instantly they will be getting feedback where to improve, what are the vulnerabilities they have, what are their strengths, all these things will be there. Then another very interesting feature is gamification. Because some students they may be needing they may be in need of different sensory inputs. Some students will be able to learn quickly when some visual aids are present. Some students will be able to comprehend things when some audio or auditory aids are there. Like that, some students will be interested to learn things through games. So this gamification would also be there in AI. Now, moving on to the future of AI in inclusive education. Of course, AI is developing day by day. Every day there will be a new app, a new AI app developed for this differently abled people or for the special need children. And these AI technologies are evolving. There are basic versions of AI which we can access at free of cost. But if you want to upgrade, we have to pay for that. But I think this basic version is enough in order to ensure this accommodation or inclusion in classroom. So the future of AI is definitely going to be bright. But the problem is when we use AI, there should be some ethical considerations, just like the way we are using a calculator in maths. AI is just a tool. It's not an enemy if we are using it with some ethical considerations. Okay. And we should ensure that this AI is designed or AI apps are designed with equity, with fair treatment. We have to respect the privacy of each individual because sometimes an individual, if they want to sign into an AI app or into a website, they have to enter all the personal details. Whether their privacy is maintained, whether their privacy is kept confidential, that's very important. And now coming to the challenges that we face when we use this AI tools. One is digital divide. As we all know, there's unequal access to technology and internet connectivity. There are rural areas where internet connectivity would be very poor. In such cases, how can we ensure accommodation? That's a big challenge. That is a big question that we have to address. How you can come up with your solutions, like you can come up with your suggestions. How can we solve this digital divide problem? Any suggestion from your side? Because definitely this digital advancement would definitely exacerbate the existing inequality because it would leave some learners behind. Those who have got poor connectivity, those who don't have access to internet. So how can we solve this issue? Any practical solution? Anyone? What do you think? Any practical solution is possible? Is there any solution which you can suggest?
The the educational institution can help these students. They can sponsor the students to get Wi-Fi connections or something like that.
Yes,
Am I
yes.
right? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, exactly. Very good
Yes,
answer.
ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
government initiatives like the way
Government initiative. Yes, ma'am. Through the
yes,
yes.
like the way we said in Kerala, this kite vectors or Diksha. That means government should take initiative. And another one is we can come up with this low data tools, that AI tools where low data is used. And another thing is there can be AI with offline options. We don't have to be online all the time. Okay, these are some of the possible suggestions or solutions to resolve this digital divide. Then, another one is this bias in AI system. Because as we all know, there is some algorithm in AI. Because AI, after all, is a machine. It's artificial intelligence. It is not human. So it can perpetuate the existing bias from their training data, potentially leading to unfair or inaccurate outcome for diverse students. Because, it is already stored. This AI algorithm is already stored. And as you may be knowing this prompt engineering, how we are asking a question, the way we are asking a question to this AI is called prompt engineering. Accordingly, we will get the answer. So sometimes there can be bias. When we ask a question, the answer would not be satisfactory to a visually impaired student or a student suffering from dyslexia. So such Bias can be there in AI system. AI is not that perfect. Then another one is teacher preparedness. As some of you earlier suggested, earlier came up in the poll that some teachers, they don't have proper understanding of these AI tools. They are not enough prepared to come up with AI tools in their classrooms. Okay, that is another thing. Then the last one is data privacy and ethics that we have already discussed. Some students' data that has to be kept confidential. So, and another thing is this ethical issues. AI is not always right. We cannot simply copy paste from AI. Okay, so if you take into account all these limitations, and if you use AI as something which augments the reality, AI is really a perfect tool to enhance our classroom activity, to enhance our teaching learning experience. Then, what is the role of teacher in AI classroom? So, when it comes to this question, again, this is going to be the last poll. You will be thinking that this teacher is coming up with so many things. Yeah, I'm really curious to know, in one word, how would you describe your role as a teacher? Could you please do that? Again, please go to menti.com and use the above given code 38456776. Just one word. I want only one word. Okay, in one word, how would you describe your role as a teacher? Please. Over to you, please. No one? I promise this is going to be the last task I'm giving you. Wow, facilitator, very good. Facilitator, somebody who is facilitating or, creating a congenial atmosphere for learning is a facilitator. Yes. Somebody who creates the right environment for learning. Very good. Anyone else? Mentor, yes. Mentor, yes. Mentor means it is not only academic but personal growth also. Like throughout your life's journey, the person will be there. That is the mentor, exactly. Some teachers are mentors. Yes, scaffolder, guide, mentor. Very good. Wow, I'm so happy that you are participating. Very good. What about others? Yes. Only these many words? Okay, fine. Now let's move on to our presentation. What's the time? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Does not take care of the time. Yes. So, what's the role of teacher in AI classroom? Of course, the teacher is a facilitator of human connection because the teacher can connection of students, like teacher can build personal connection with students and teacher can also foster socio-emotional skills, critical thinking, which AI cannot do. Then ethical guide. A teacher is always there to guide the student, which definitely AI will not be able to do. A teacher can guide the students to identify bias and ensure fair outcome. And a teacher should work as a designer of blended learning. Blended learning in the sense we have to balance technology with humanity. Yes, of course, AI is there, but we cannot um, keep aside the human parts like sympathy, empathy, okay, all these emotional sides. So in order to teach our students socio-emotional skills, we as teachers, the human presence is really required. So teachers in an AI classroom, teachers are really not replaced, but they are redefined. So to conclude, AI is actually an enabler. It empowers the learners through technology. And if you are investing your time and energy in learning AI tools, I'm telling you, you can work wonders in your classroom. Your classroom would turn out to be something magical. It is no more going to be the dull, monotonous lecture method. It is not going to be the dull, monotonous classroom where only the teacher speaks, where at the most we are using the audio visual aids. No, AI is above all this. So it's my humble request. Please go through the AI tools which I have listed out. And before winding up, let me just show you a few AI tools which you can really use. There is an AI tool called Immersive Reader. At least a few of you will be familiar with it. Do you know that Immersive Reader? You can do one thing, this Immersive Reader extension. Please Google it. You can do it along with me. Take Google bar and type Immersive Reader extension. Just a minute. It will be visible like this. Immersive Reader, improve reading accessibility. Okay, this is the interface. And here, actually, in my laptop, it is already installed. So there will be a suggestion like install or add. So you can add it. After doing it, just take any Word document. Yeah. You can open any Word document here. Then go to this view. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you see the
Yes, ma'am.
movement of the cursor? There is view. Just click it. When you click it, there will be, if you have already installed it, there will be Immersive Reader. It will be visible there. Okay. Immersive Reader. Okay, please click it. Just a minute. I think since we are in the meeting, the audio is not audible. But see, just a minute. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, sorry. Read, there is an option called read aloud.
Kerala Maritime History in Bloom. Assessment question paper. Part A, multiple choice questions, 1 mark each. Choose the correct answer from the
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, we are using it in our classrooms. Like in our college, there are a few students who are visually impaired, and we are experimenting with this app actually, with this extension. So this you can use for visually impaired students. Then there is another one called transcript. There are so many tools. It is really difficult to pick one. There's an extension called transcript. Transcript. Okay. That also, there is add to Chrome. There will be one option, add to Chrome. You can add it, add extension. And after that, has been added to Chrome. Then actually, I don't know how to show it to you now because just a minute. I'll show you this. See, this is my Teams, my desktop, in my laptop. And see, this is how I'm using transcript. Whatever I'm speaking to you, it will be converted to text. Okay. So this is transcript. And once the lecture is over, you can go to the site. Then you will, this is actually another AI, it is tactic. And transcript also works the same way. Okay. This is actually tactic, which is already installed in my laptop. And another one is transcript, which would also do the same work. And once it is over, once the lecture is over, you will get a summary of the same if you click it. Okay, you will get a summary of the same. So I think these are two tools which would really help you in your classroom activities. And other tools which I have mentioned here, which are very common tools like, let me tell you one more, this Microsoft Immersive Reader that we have done, otter.ai, which you have to do it. Then another one is Google Voice Typing. Then yeah. And another advantage of all these tools, especially with Google Voice Typing, then Microsoft Translator, it works in regional language as well. It will work in regional language. So we don't have to use English always, but the accuracy won't be, that great, but still it will work in regional language. So this is all about AI in inclusion. This is not complete. It is not, complete in itself, but some of you may be knowing other tools which will help you in inclusion. But these are some of the common tools which we use nowadays in order to ensure that no learner is left behind. So thank you. And there are some tools like, as I told you, Slido, then Mentimeter. These are tools which you can use in your classroom presentation in order to make live polls, in order to make this word cloud. These are very helpful, and this Slido can be integrated into your PowerPoint, like the way I did. See, it is there. And when you switch it on to slide mode, it will directly go to that particular site. Okay. The Slido and Mentimeter, how to use it, how to integrate it, how to integrate them in PPT, we will be discussing in the next session, actually. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think it is done.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful presentation, ma'am. The floor is now open for questions and discussions. Dear participants, you are requested to clarify your doubts. Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am, before the participant question you. Can you please answer? That is, I have one of my colleagues is visually challenged, ma'am, and he is very knowledgeable and he is good at using all the digital devices. But sometimes when we send a screenshot of the Excel file, sometimes not able to decipher what is there, what is written or typed out on it. And usually he calls us and finds out what is there in the content of the message. Is there any tool to solve this, to help him?
Ma'am, what about this NVDA?
Yes, ma'am.
In NVDA is really helpful.
NVDA, okay, ma'am.
NVDA, as I told you, non-visual desktop access. Actually, one of my colleagues, Mr. Srijit, he is also visually impaired and he is using it.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Okay, ma'am.
everything will be available, everything will be read out to him. Actually,
Okay,
see,
ma'am.
let me tell you one thing. I'm not an expert in AI. My area is actually disability studies and climate fiction, but I love to use AI.
Nice,
I
ma'am.
usually
Okay.
integrate AI in my classrooms. So I
Okay,
really love doing it. So that's why I
okay, ma'am.
love sharing it with each one of you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Participants, is there anyone waiting to question, ma'am?
Ma'am, is Orco, JAWS, NVDA overall meant for visually challenged people?
Ma'am, are you able to hear, ma'am?
Oh, yo, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm sorry.
muted. You're muted.
Yeah, actually, ma'am, this all this the apps that you were mentioning, Joe's, all these are for visually impaired people,
Okay.
visually impaired students or teachers. And the basic version is available at free of cost. But if you want to upgrade, if you want to go to some, more features, you have to pay for that. But all these
Great.
basic versions are available. If you just Google it, and you will be redirected to that particular page. And I think for teachers, I think this basic version is more than enough.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
It was quite interesting conglomeration of artificial intelligence with inclusive educators, inclusive education, exactly case studies. So it
Oh,
was
thank
quite
you.
interesting.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. Thank you for enriching us
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
with the innovative ideas. Thank you.
Is there anyone else? Thank you, Preeta ma'am, for the question. Is there anyone else? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
you are.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
Karen.
ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. If there are no more questions, can we conclude?
Yes.
Good evening to everyone. On behalf of the organizing team of the text, I feel honored to deliver vote of thanks for today's interactive and enlightening session. With immense pleasure, I express my gratefulness to our revered guest speaker, Dr. Suhana Satar, Assistant Professor of English, Government Arts and Science College, Tavanur, Kerala, for her presence amidst us in spite of her busy schedule and sharing her expertise with us. Ma'am, your presentation was clear and concise. You were waxing eloquent on the topic, empowering every learner, AI, and the future of inclusive education. The session highlighted how AI can accommodate and assist learners of different kinds in the domain of education, transcending social, cultural, physical, and psychological barriers. The session introduced us to different kinds of AIs that can help differently able students to overcome the diffidence and learn independently at their own pace. We understood the limitations of AI and the role of teacher in the classroom too. You made the session lively by involving the participants in the interaction. Thank you once again, ma'am. We are looking forward to another informative session with you. My special thanks are due to respected Dr. Karkorelli, Editor-in-Chief of the Text, for her tireless efforts behind the screen to organize this FDP. I thank the participants for their active participation today. As usual, I request the participants to fill out the uh, Google form, feedback form. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Participants can leave the meeting after filling out the Google form.